Engineer Yemi Shogonuga, Baba, Boki, Ekawasa Riwa. You are highly welcome, sir. Alhaji Olusoga Amusa, wọ́n kọ kìíní kan wọ́n ní birthday reflection. Èmi ò gbọ́ ìbò púpọ̀. Àìgbọ́ ìbò mi yẹn ni mo ṣe fẹ́ pe barrister, a learned person, tí ó tún jẹ́ ìkànnú àwọn àbúrò mi, tó jẹ́ ìkànnú àwọn Alhaji Olusoga Amusa. So I want to hand over the microphone to her to do justice to the birthday reflection. Barrister Adinni.
Good afternoon, everybody. Aki, Ijebu, we thank you so much for coming to celebrate our dad today. Aki, everybody, lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin, thank you so much. Kò yí sí láti wá ní ọjọ́ Monday. All the way from everywhere, everybody has come from today. We say thank you so much to everyone. This is the birthday reflection from the celebrant of today. I'm just going to go through it now so that everybody will listen to it. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Whichever way one looks at it, arrival at the 80th natal milestone is an event of the utmost significance in a man's lifespan. I do not know that only about 25% of people of my age group here in Aiyepe now remain on the terrestrial side. Aiyepe now remain on the... How many of us will be left on this side in 10 years' time can only be a matter of wishful speculation. Physically, at 80, one is far from being as agile as when one was 40 or 50. But this loss in nimbleness of body and limbs is more than offset by gain in profound mental alertness and intellectual comprehension. Experimentally, I have witnessed the vicissitude of life, its success and setbacks, its trials and tribulations, its poverty and affluence, its intense hate and exalting comedies, its downs and ups. One is able, at 80 and therefore, to look at all life happenings as so many fascinating, vitalizing and purifying dramas. Spiritually, and again, if one has made unrelenting efforts through studies, devotion, meditation and prayers to that end, one is able at 80 to enter comparative ease into communion with one's inner self, which is the same in everything, except in magnitude, as the divine essence and God of the universe. I am exceedingly happy, therefore, to be alive to see my 80th birthday anniversary and to feel rest assured that I am in a position to enjoy all physical, mental, and spiritual benefits, which this ripe and good age confers. For this unique attainment, I direct my profuse and very deep gratitude to 4 corners. First, I thank Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for preserving my life to this day and for the innumerable mercies which has pleased Him to bestow upon my life. I am particularly thankful that He has enabled me to know Him as He really is, and to commune with the draw inspiration and guidance from Him in my hours of need. Time was when attainment with Him was accidental. It is not so now. I testify to the fact that attainment and communion with Almighty Allah, the infinite source of wisdom and powers, can be consciously and deliberately planned and attained. Secondly, I thank my wife, Alhaji, for her abiding love and her immeasurable and invaluable contributions to all that I have been able to achieve and attain during the past year. Secondly, I thank my wife, Alhaji, for her abiding love and her immeasurable and invaluable contributions to all that I have been able to achieve and attain during the past years. In times of turbulence, the undoubted fidelity of my wife, as well as her undivided devotion and affection, is one greatest moral boost that any husband can have. In times of need, my wife Nana has fondly overwhelmed me with uninhibited and overflowing measure of love. Thirdly, I'm using this opportunity to thank all my children and grandchildren for their love, care, and affection all these years. By the grace of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, they have been sources of great joy and pride to me. My love towards them has never waned, because each of them are a fountain of happiness at all times. Finally, I thank God for life, for being what I am, by the grace of Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, by relentless personal strivings and through the love of my wife and well wishers. Thank you, everybody.
A round of applause for Barista for that lovely evening. Thank you very much. That was a very nice one. Without wasting much of our time and without taking our time, we're moving to the reading of the biography of the celebrant of today, in person of Alhaji Shehu Tijani Olusoga Amusa. And to take the reading of the biography, we're going to be inviting Mrs. Oluwatosin Adesoga, ACA, to read the biography. Round of applause while she comes forward. Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. Please, round of applause for Mrs. Oluwatosin Adesoga to read the biography of the celebrant. You're welcome, Mrs. Oluwatosin Adesoga. Round of applause for her once again, please.
Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa was born precisely 80 years ago, March 28, 1942, into the family of Alhaji Tijani Amusa and Alhaji Amusa, both of blessed memory. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Undoubtedly, his father was one of the first two individuals in Aiyepe that went to Mecca in 1937. His father was known as a great Islamic scholar and leader in Aiyepe and Ijebu as well as Remo. His family background. Alhaji Shehu Tijani Olusoga Amusa's great-grandfather, Shehu, was born at Amusa in Aiyepe. His grandfather, Aiyepe, was a great and skillful hunter during his lifetime. And his father, Alhaji Tijani Amusa, with the alias Shehu, was a renowned Islamic scholar in Aiyepe and Remo. Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa's great-grandmother, Madam Moriatu Ali Fowoshire Fadomi, the daughter of Mr. Oluwopo Okorofuo from Abuja in Aiyepe. His mother, Alhaji Amusa, is from Olubisowa quarters in Aiyepe. Educational background. The celebrant, my father, began his formal education at Holy Trinity Primary School in Aiyepe between 1948 and 1954. After his primary education, his father's intention was to send him and his half-brother to a Quranic school in Lagos. But, with the intervention of an influential man, J.D. Aturashe, who told them back that his father should send them to secondary school instead. This led to his journey to Ijebu Muslim College, Ijebu, where he had his secondary education. In 1962, he sat for the GCE advanced level in chemistry, botany, and zoology. Upon his excellent performance in the exam, he was admitted to the Premier University of Ibadan to study zoology in 1963. Due to paucity of funds, he couldn't pursue his education, but decided to opt for a job as Nigerian Breweries (NBC) as a chemical analyst. His undying love for tertiary education made him to reapply to University of Ibadan, UI, the Premier University, in 1964, and he was readmitted through federal government scholarship program. He studied general agriculture between 1964 and 1967. Distinguished himself with graduation in second class upper and won all the prizes available during the graduation year. In addition, he won University of Ibadan scholarship for postgraduate research, PhD. In September 1967 to December 1967, he taught briefly at Muslim High School in Shagamu, and thereafter returned to UI for his postgraduate research in 1968 January to 1968 May. At this junction, he voluntarily withdrew from the research study, owing to divine motivation to join the Ministry of Agriculture, Western Region of Nigeria, as a General Officer, grade level 2 at entry point. Work experience. Alhaji Shehu Tijani Olusoga Amusa's first work experience dates back to January 1961 after his secondary education. He got a job as a clerical officer at the Ministry of Education, Western Officer at the Western Region of Ibadan. He later resigned from the job in July 1961 to join Ministry of Communication, PNT Quarters, Racecourse, Lagos, from 1961 August to January 1962. He again joined the Ministry of Agriculture, Western Region of Nigeria, Ibadan, as Agricultural Officer Grade 2 level entry point. He was later posted to Abeokuta as Agric Officer, Special Cocoa Development Unit under World Bank Project. After a year, in June 1969, he resigned from State Civil Service to join the United Trading Company (UTC) as Agrochemical Manager. He worked there for 10 years and left in August 1971 as one of the executive officers and returned to Aiyepe to establish an agro-allied company with the name FeelWell Enterprises, a poultry farm business which still exists to date. Marriage. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God, says the Holy Book. Alhaji Shehu Tijani Olusoga Amusa's marriage dates back to August 1972. He married a young lady, Alhaja Wakila Ashabi, who by the grace of Allah is still with him till date and remains the one and only wife. The marriage is a fruitful one with lovely children. social life stroke music. The celebrant, my father, Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa, was a prominent member of Aiyepe Bashiri Social Club of Aiyepe in Lagos. He later withdrew from the club because of his job when he returned to Aiyepe. In his words, "I'm a great fan of King Sunny Ade, late Sikiru Ayinde Barrister, Yusuf Olatunji, as well as Haruna Ishola. In the social circle, he was given a title Akeweje of Aiyepe land, and in the religious circle, Imole Adinni of Aiyepe Central Mosque. As a music lover, the celebrant believes that everything in the universe has rhythm and everything dances. He equally believes that when music hits you, you feel no pain." Community service. Olusoga Amusa was involved in so many developmental activities in Aiyepe. He was the assistant treasurer of Aiyepe Muslim community, the central working committee that started development of the new ultra-modern central mosque in Aiyepe. He was in that committee until 2015, when the mosque was commissioned. Up till date, his useful advice is sought after by the current committee on issues bordering on the mosque affairs. As a lover of education, he was and still an advocate of Western education for the youth and in Aiyepe. He was the chairman board of governors of Aiyepe Comprehensive High School. Also, he was a member of board of governors, Mayflower School, Ikene Remo, under the principalship of Mrs. Sheila Sholari. He was a two-term member of Ogun State Polytechnic, now Moshood Abola Polytechnic Apollo, Appointment and Promotion Committee, and also the chairman accreditation committee. Alhaji Shehu Tijani Olusoga Amusa, through the grace of Almighty Allah, awarded scholarship to many Aiyepe indigenes in the two secondary schools, Aiyepe Comprehensive High School, Aiyepe Community Grammar School. With all humility, he was instrumental to the admission of several students to Ogun Poly from Aiyepe and its environs. In addition, many from within the extended families were assisted in one way or the other, and to the glory of the Almighty Allah, about 40 of the children are now graduates. Thank you.
Allahu Akbar. You have done justice to that biography. A round of applause once again to our beautiful sister, Mrs. Oluwatosin Alhaji Oluwatosin Adeshoga, ACA. Thank you very much. Láì fi àkókò ṣòfò, mo rò pé a lọ síbi ètò gígé àkàrà òyìnbó láti fi ṣe ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ ìbí bàbá wa Alhaji Olusoga Amusa. And to do justice to that, let me invite the man that is a man of many parts. He's a barrister at law, he's a politician, and I could remember vividly, he was a one-time Aiyepe commissioner in Lagos State. And by the special grace of God, is the current chairman of Aiyepe Muslim community. A round of applause as I invite Alhaji Barrister Musbaudin Oyefeso to come and do justice to the cutting of the cake. Mariaba Bikun Allah Wasala.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 80th birthday celebration of no other person than Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa, an enigma, a legendary person, a living bridge. So I've been given the opportunity to conduct the cutting of the cake. So I think we are going to carry this cake. So while you are eating, you are dining, you are enjoying yourself. Kindly give me your ears, give me your eyes, and face this direction. We are cutting the 88th birthday cake of our father, our uncle, our brother, our mentor, Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa. That's the cake designer. The cake designer, please. Can you get us your knife? Sorry, ma. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ọlọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní báyìí, òun ni pé àwọn bàbá wa, alàgbà wa, olórí ọjọ́ ìní, wọ́n fẹ́ gé àkàrà òyìnbó fún tọjọ́ bí wọn, tí wọ́n fi pé ọmọ ọdún ẹjọ́ ẹ tó bá ń jẹun gbogbo jẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ tó bá mú mi gbogbo mi lẹ̀ kí bá wọ apá bí àdìgbà Alhaji nísìnyí àwọn bàbá wa Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa àfọ́ àwọn méje àkàrà òyìnbó láti fi túbọ̀ fọ́lọ́hún tó dẹ̀mí wọn sí ìwò yìí. Nǹkan tí a ti máa fi pèsè fún wọn, nǹkan tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí púpọ̀ ni Allahu. A máa spẹ́ẹ̀lì Allahu tó bá ti di pé afẹ́fẹ́ délẹ̀ wọ́n á wá gé èmi àti yín àjọ wa ṣe ìdájọ́ bóyá wọ́n rí gé àbí wọ́n rí gé ayọ̀dá àwọn bàbá wa ọmọ ọ̀yá wa ọmọ bá gé àwòsàn ìgbó àwọn onífọ́tò lọ́tọ́sí wọ́n ti ń tẹ́kì píkṣọ̀s àwọn bàbá wa àti bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ fún bàbá wa wọ́n tẹ́kì our father Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa has succeeded in cutting his 80th birthday cake by himself in the presence of Oba Obiri of Aiyepe, in the presence of Justice Ahmad of Lagos High Court, in the presence of Abudu, a seasoned legal practitioner, in the presence of members of the Executive Council of Aiyepe Muslim community, in the presence of the children, in the presence of Alhaji Mrs. Lawa, Toby, the highest donor for today, in the presence of children, in the presence of the grandchildren, in the presence of members of the family associates, and well-wishers. We thank you, we appreciate you. The next one is to be cut by our money. your attention, please.
What about
Yes, thank you for honoring us. Our mother, Alhaji, Wakilat, tí a fi dọ̀dọ̀ dárúkọ wọn, Asabi, Hamzat. We cut our own cake too now. I hope you are all directing your attention to this side of the hall. I have here beside her the one and only husband, the lover, the confidant, Alhaji Tijani, who has just cut his own cake. The pillar of Olusoga Amusa is now to cut my own cake.
my own Adinni?
Allahu Akbar. If you hear Alhaji is saying, just like Adinni was to the Holy Prophet Muhammad, Alhaji Wakila is saying to Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa, Takbir! So, you got to Mama so, allow Ramado, Muhammad to the Yaramado. So on this one I'm going to spell Muhammad. And after I'm finishing the spelling, Shehu. M-U-H-A-M-M-E-D. Muhammadu ìyàwó náà ti kéékèèké wọn lórúkọ Muhammadu Rasulullah. Ẹ ṣe wọ́n ti ké wọ́n tún lọ́mọdé ní àbáyé. Ìyàwó ti kéékèèké wọn náà o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá fi lílá bí Kùrẹ́ṣì àti ìlẹ́yìn Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lílá bí Kùrẹ́ṣì, lílá bí ìlú, lílá tàṣìlá ìwàsọ́yìn. Báyà rọ́bà àgbàlejò, alàdé àti àmọ́hùn, èdúrí àmọ́ náà mìíràn, láàlá wà láàkú wátà, ìlàmìlà ìlàlẹ́ àṣẹ. Ẹ ṣé o, MC, àyà àwọn ìyàwó fẹ́ o, àjọba náà fẹ́ o.
A round of applause for the chairman, Alhaji Barrister Musbah Aiyepe. I want to specially thank you for that wonderful performance. Àdúrà ní gan náà ọba àtúbọ̀ máa fi agbára kún agbára wọn. Mo rò pé a ti fi àdàgbà ètò náà rọ̀ síbí kan kí a lè lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbogbo social. But let me invite Dr. Mrs. Bolanle Amusa on behalf of his husband to come and do a vote of thanks. Dr. Mrs. Bolanle Amusa, come and give us a vote of thanks. Sorry, there is an omission. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo àwa tí a gbé ẹ̀bùn wá láti wá fún bàbá wa fún ti ayẹyẹ ọgọ́rin ọdún. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbé bọ̀ níwájú báyìí. Presentation of gifts. While we await Dr. Mrs. Bolanle Amusa to come and give a vote of thanks on behalf of the family. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo àti a gbé ẹ̀bùn wá. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa bọ̀.
Hello, Alhaji Karim. All members of the executive of Aiyepe Muslim community here present should come out for this presentation to our own person, to let me say the pillar for now of AMC activities, our own Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa, who is marking his birthday today. As Alhaji Latif Lawal, Alhaji Lebute, Alhaji Lukman Idris, who else am I? Yes, Alhaji Baramosi, all of us here present, we should just, the vice chairman is here. Okay, Alhaji Akim, Lamino, they are so slow. And the vice chairman is going to lead the presentation. Alhaji Engineer, Ahmad, Ola, Quadri. Yes, Alhaji Abbas Addition is also here. Oh, Alhaji Kamali Aziz, yes. Hello, Alhaji Karim. Once again, then we need your attention over here. On behalf of Aiyepe Muslim Community Central Working Committee.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall always appreciate those who deserve the Aiyepe Muslim Community. Aiyepe Central Working Committee wants to appreciate Alhaji Olusoga Amusa for his great contribution towards the progress of Islam in Nigeria. And as a token to mark his 8th birthday, sending this gift on behalf of this is the water dispenser for Baba to take in all whichever one is that. I am very grateful to the entire AMC Central Audit Committee for the presentation and for the acknowledgement of my little service to the community. As I always say, my name is Ordinary Shoga Amusa. People who don't know that I'm Ordinary Shoga Amusa. I am nothing but only what it has pleased Allah to make me. The path I'm going through in my life has been predetermined by Allah. It's not within my power. That's why I say, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin, Masha Allah, La Quwwata Illa Billah. Today I'm overwhelmed. I'm very sentimental. If I talk too much, I will shed tears of joy. Oh my God! I don't want to happen today. Thank you all. I don't expect this from anybody whatsoever. It was 3 years ago that I advised my kids to go ahead. After I have taught them for 3 months, and they said they don't want to make no happen. Only what I want, they will do. It was on Friday 2 years ago that I apologized to them that I'm sorry that they cannot go ahead. And we left today with the turn to hope upon like that, make themselves.
Alhamdulillah.
Allah will bless all our sons and daughters. They are all my children. And this is where I've taken them from World Go. This government is meant for those who are educated. And if I know education, you can't enter during my younger days. I will pray you and ask for your father's name or mother's name. They are all my children. When I'm in the compound in Aiyepe here, I drove my massive Benz, it was blue color. And I see you outside during the school hours. Within 8 and 2 o'clock, I will carry you my vehicle, take you down to the school, and let them flog you my president. At that time, everybody knows that once we are fired to one, we are fired to all. Today, it is not easy. I received the phone call. People threatening me. You look by them, what do you want? I did not listen to them. I went on. Alhamdulillah today, because ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò gbẹ́jọ́ wẹ́wẹ́.
Ṣáda àdúgbò ló kọ́ ọjọ́ náà ti lọ sàn. Ìsàlù aláàbò kan ẹjọ́ AMC executive ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi kọrin kékeré fún bàbá mi. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us, hooray! And so say all of us, hooray! For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all. Ṣùgbọ́n Ìjẹ̀bú náà wà, àtúkọ̀ níjẹ̀bú. Ọ̀nìrere rẹ̀ wẹ́ jẹ́ o, ọ̀nìrere rẹ̀ wẹ́ jẹ́ o, ọ̀nìrere rẹ̀ wẹ́ jẹ́ o. Gbẹ́dẹ́ nílé sọ̀wá, Oni rere rẹ̀ wẹ́jẹ́ ooo dédá nílé. Múso. Lágbára náà bàbá ẹ̀ ṣe 90 nínú ìlera ẹ̀ ṣe 100. Ọmọ láwùlá bàbá kùwàtà ìlà ìlà. Ẹ̀jọ̀ wọn ní kí ẹ bá wọn ya fọ́tò kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ ẹ̀jọ̀. Ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ bá bàbá ya fọ́tò. AMC SF. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa bá wọn ya fọ́tò. DJ. DJ, let the music flow. All right. Hello. Dr. Mrs. Tijani Olusoga, vote of thanks on behalf of the whole family. Dr. Mrs. Tijani Olusoga, on behalf of the entire family, thank you, sir. Please come and give an appreciation on behalf of the entire Amusa family. Sir.
Let one or two people give good messages.
Okay. Before the appreciation, I've just been corrected now that there are people that are here that want to render goodwill message. So, Edgar, Edgar can pay.
Engineer Simatu le ṣe kan now.
Edgar can pay Olórí Abi, Alhaji, Engineer Nuruddin Shifat to come and give a goodwill message. A round of applause. Alhaji, Engineer Shifat, we are waiting for you. Olórí Abi, ẹjẹ bá mi fún ọ látẹwọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe bọ̀ ẹ́. Alhaji Nuruddin Shifat, ọmọ obìnrin oníkótókù, ọmọ olówó òdùrú, ọmọ òwú àwẹ̀dù pé ṣé bá kí n lọ sà.
Some of the children, friends, and friends. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Èmi máa tẹ̀ ṣe kan náà pé àwọn ọmọ wọn tó kọ́ wọn sọ fún àwọn olùwàmọ́ pé tó sì àbí
nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ léèwé káwọn ń lọ káàkiri bàbá ló máa ní gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ẹ̀lì o tí a bá gbé ìwé wa tá a bá close láwọn ń ròyìn pé àti escape lọ́sàn-án gangan wọ́n máa yọ sí wa lójijì ẹgbà school ni àmàgbára wa lọ́dọ̀ bí wàá kàn bí pé bàbá yìí ìdí ẹni kan ló kàn fi àjẹ wájú rẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká má lọ síbẹ̀ mọ́ tíṣà ní òkè ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí wa tíṣà mọ pé wọ́n mọ ilé gbogbo wa wọ́n wá sọ fún bàbá ní ẹ má wọrí ní àárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì ẹgbàá wọn fi wá gbé wa sí ẹ̀ṣẹ́ rí àwọn jẹ́ ẹnìkan tó jẹ́ pé tí ọba nísìnyí wọ́n sọ nísìnyí pé báwo ni báyìí èmi lè sọ fún wọn ẹlòmíì á sọ fún wọn á ní á sọ ẹ̀tọ́ wọn á sọ ẹ̀tọ́ ṣùgbọ́n deep ọ̀wá la mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa tí a bá lọ sí school bọ́ìsùn lè la lọ ní Sùúrùlérè ilé wọn gangan náà Sùúrùlérè àwa la máa lọ jọ gbogbo oúnjẹ wọn tó lọ́sàn-án gan àá ti parí oúnjẹ àwa sá lọ bàbá nana wá ní ẹ fa ọmọ yìí lẹ̀ tí wọ́n rí àwọn ará àtà ńlẹ̀ pé kọ́ wá jẹun ẹ jẹ́ kọ́ jẹ ẹ̀kọ́ náà máa jẹ tó bá tún di jọ́ kejì àtúnṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ so bàbá kọjá ọ̀nkù fún wa o bàbá ni wọ́n to the core a tún wá lè pé lẹ́yìn tí a tún wá dàgbà bàbá wọ́n yìí ṣe bí bàbá fún wa lẹ́yìn tí a ti dàgbà tá a graduate tá a ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n yìí ṣe bí bàbá fún wa nídìí èyí ẹ rí ẹni tó bá ṣe nǹkan fún yàn nígbà tí èèyàn tó ní ìdí ẹ̀ nígbà tá a wà kékeré is second to none nísìnyí wọ́n sọ pé ẹnìkan tó bá àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ta ní nísìnyí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ta dàgbà àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ nìyẹn pé ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rẹ́ ta ní nígbà secondary school àwọn bíi group yẹn ni bàbá wà o
So, everyone dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn dáadáa individually and personally and group as the case may be. Wọ́n ti sọ àwọn àbúrò mi wọ́n ti give testimony wọ́n ti ti gbogbo ẹ̀. Onísìn èmi jẹ́ wọ́n máa sọ pé èmi jẹ́ number 1 ní gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tí àwọn màmá máa wá màmá nípa àwọn. So ẹ ṣe gan-an ni o ìkẹ́ bá wa wá ẹni tí ò wọ̀n nígbà tí ẹ̀ ń bọ̀ wọ̀n ẹ̀yìn bá nǹkan burúkú nílé o. Àwọn tí àwa náà tá à ń lọ tá à ń bọ̀ Ọlọ́run á máa fi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ wa o. Gbogbo àwọn tó wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn mo lè dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run láti lẹ́yìn gbogbo wa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. A round of applause for Engineer Nuruddin Shifa. Thank you, my dearest brother. Àwọn pé kò sígbà tá a pè yí dẹ́ jẹ wa. Báyìí máa pé. Báyìí lára àwọn tí wọ́n gba School of Thought Alhaji kọjá. Formerly Miss Wibat Ashobo, but now Alhaja Tobi Lawal. It's not Alhaja, are you sure? Okay, Mrs. Tobi Lawal. A round of applause for her as she deliver a good message. Everybody fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́. A round of applause.
Yes.
Ẹ káàsán o, ẹ̀yin bàbá mi àti màmá mi. Ẹ kú jókòó, ẹ kú dìde, ẹ kú ìpè. Ẹ ti wá sí bíbá ilé mi kọ́sá mi pé Monday kò rí sí. Kí ni ọ̀bẹ àti ìgbà?
I'm not people loud.
Kò láwùjọ.
We have to be safe. We are close to you.
Orúkọ mi ni Ajíbọ́lá Tóbi Lawal, formerly Aṣọ̀gbọ́n. Mo lè sọ pé mi ni first born birthday boy celebrant because nígbà tó ń máa rìn àtẹ̀lé wọn wáṣọ ọmọ ìyàwó. So ibi ọmọ ìyàwó yẹn ni mo gbà títí tí mo fi jáde yunifásitì. Títí tèmi náà dẹ̀ fi lọ sí ilé ọkọ. Kí n kò là sórí mo mọ̀ pé èmi ò ṣọmọ tó yí sí láti tọ́ èmi fúnra mi mọ̀ ọlọ́run náà tí wàá fẹ́ ṣò mí ó fún mi ní ọmọ kan bí èmi náà so tí bá wà frustrated ó máa wá jẹ́ kí appreciate nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe fún mi wípé you no not be your biological child and you go through wọn kò kí rẹ̀ wọ́n àtọkọ àtìyàwó wọn kò kí sú wọn tó bá jẹ́ nínà ni wọ́n á nà tó bá jẹ́ punishment wọ́n á punish tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n á bá ẹ̀wí wọ́n á bá ẹ̀wí. Alhaji was a very strong man nígbà yẹn torí school run kò kí ro wọ́n lójú tó bá jẹ́ pé ọ̀nà àwa wọn or different types àmà ló lè jẹ́ 3 different types àmà lọ sí school wọ́n á gbé kan lọ wọ́n á dé wọ́n á tún wá gbé wa kẹ́tí gbogbo maths àti science èmi ò kú nínú maths tó jẹ́ pé nígbà yẹn tí mo wà láyé ká school teacher kan ta ní ó pín kíláàsì méjì àwọn tó ọmọ maths ó kó wọn báyìí àwọn tó ọmọ kó wọn báyìí so àwọn tá àmọ́ yẹn ó rọra dìbò ó pa wá sẹ́yìn so maths tí mo mọ̀ tí mo fi pass school start Alhaji lọ́kọ́ mi kò bí ebi kan tó ń kọ́ ó máa ti rẹ̀ mí but wọn bí mi dá kí sẹ́kó rẹ̀ so wàá ya máa kọ́ mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ disappoint wọn mo ṣáà struggle ṣá mo mẹ́sàn mo ṣe kí pass ẹ̀ kí n lè fi lẹ́tà kúrò yìí so mo pass ẹ̀ then ìyàwó wọn ìyàwó lọ́kọ́ mi driving kí tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ driving àkọ́kọ́ ṣe note ìyẹn ni òyìnbó ń pè ní theory test débi ò tiẹ̀ morúkọ ẹ̀ nígbà yẹn so note yẹn mo kọ́kọ́ lọ fún àmọ́ ẹ̀ mo ha sórí kẹ́ńtẹ̀ tó fọwọ́ kan mọ́tò rárá so nígbà yẹn wọ́n lóyún Latif she was heavy but torí ẹ̀ náà wọ́n stop àlọ́kọ̀ there are so many things tó ṣe nínú ayé wa ìgbà tí má bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa sọ ọ́ I don't even know and more than give up now because like I said I'm not a very easy person I'm not a really social person mi ò phone mi ò mo kàn wọ́n pé ìnáwó wà téèyàn bá yẹ kí ìyá ọmọ abáyọ but I'm not mi ò wáyàn mi ò phone but mo kọ́ wà sílẹ̀ but wọ́n ti wò wọ́n ti kù sí mi lára so anytime I call wọ́n welcome mi náà nígbà tí ẹ dùn mí díẹ̀ wọ́n á tún fà mọ́ mi èyí náà fà mọ́ wọn so I pray mo dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ wá pé àárí 80 wọn wọ́n á ṣe 90 wọ́n á ṣe 100 Wọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀ ní rí àpadà sí burúkú níwájú lọ́mọdé. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn báyìí a máa túbọ̀ ṣe oríire ní ojú wọn. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn ìgbàtí lè lọ.
Ẹ ṣé lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. A round of applause for Mrs. Ajibola Tobi. Okay, you know a lot of us ní ìsìnkú mọ́ bọ̀ máa pè yóò ìkú díẹ̀. Lára àwọn tí wọ́n gba school Alhaji kọjá by popular demand àwọn èèyàn nímọ̀ láti pe Alhaji Shehu Aṣọ̀gbọ́n Ashflo wọ́n ní wọ́n láti sọ̀rọ̀ dọ́tọ̀ he has gone okay àwọn èèyàn lọ́wọ́ sọ fún mi pé he has not he is very much around the chairman chief executive of Ashflo Properties Alhaji Abdul Rafiu Shehu Aṣọ̀gbọ́n you just have to talk today.
Sẹ́lú Adánàbí Karim.
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Dúpẹ́ gidigidi o. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Alhaji gan-an. Torí ti bá ń sọ fáwọn kan pé tí ò bá ń ṣe ọlá Alhaji tí ò bá ń ṣe ọlá Ọlọ́run. Mo rò pé máa débi tí mo wà. Mo ò tẹ̀rù pé mo máa kàwé. Nítorí ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá ń gbà yẹn náà. A kàn ń ṣeré, à ń ṣe pátá, à ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ní. Nọ́tàn ti gbà tí bàbá mi ní òkè má bọ̀ láyé pé má bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ṣọ̀gá. Tó bá yẹ lọ́dọ̀ ṣọ̀gá nìyẹn. Ṣọ̀gá ló wá tè mí pé wọ́n ló ń ṣagídí wọ́n ló ń ṣèpátá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Má bọ̀ láyé pé màá kọ́ ẹ bó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Bá ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ sí Lúbà nìyẹn. Ta bẹ̀rẹ̀ tọ́lọ̀ bá wa ṣe. Ta gain admission ṣe first of Ìlọrin. Mo dúpẹ́ gidigidi lọ́wọ́ yín sá o. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Nana náà o. Nana o, mo tẹ àwọn gbàgbà púpọ̀ àwọn méjèèjì. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fojú wa kàn. Ọlọ́run lè ká bọ́ sí wọn lẹ́nu báyìí. Àwọn náà bá ti di ìdàkudà. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ta péjú síbí láti wá bá wọn ṣe 80, àpéjú lágbára ọlá bá wọn ṣe 90, wọ́n bá wọn ṣe ní 100 nínú ọlá pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà. Gbogbo omi tó kù sí lọ́rọ̀ wọn, Ọlọ́run àbá túbẹ̀ ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa aṣọ rere, wọ́n á yàn wọ́n á yọjú ọlá iná àti iná.
Sálùú Rọ̀bí Kàwáni Hárí nínú aṣọ ní Akàgbọ́nà. Sálùú Rọ̀bí Kàwáni. Àbáyìí máa pe my beautiful sister Alhaja Fausat ní Olúrọ̀bí Òsèdì.
Sálùú Alánàbí Karim. A dúpẹ́ fún bàbá wa lọ́jọ́ èyí. Ó yẹ ká sọ lórí bàbá wa náà sọ̀rọ̀. Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà. Ọlọ́run kó fún wọn ní ẹ̀mí gígùn àti àlàáfíà. Wọ́n ṣe oore ńlá kan fẹ́mi o. Torí wọ́n ti sọ fọ́mọ wọn nígbà tí mo lọ jókòó sẹ́yìn lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Wọ́n ní kó máa wá mi kiri pé níwájú bẹ̀yẹn láyé mi. Mo wá ń sọ fún ọmọ yẹn wípé ó mọ nǹkan tá a jì pọ̀. Tó bá mọ nǹkan tá a jì pọ̀, wàá mọ̀ pé wọ́n á máa wá mi, èmi náà máa wá wọn. Orin tí wọ́n ṣe fún mi, òun ni gbogbo àwọn àbúrò mi ti sọ yìí. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí a wà lánàá bí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn léèbù. Àwọn òka púpọ̀ náà, àmọ́ wọ́n jẹ́ ká rí díẹ̀ kà. Wọ́n dẹ̀ jẹ́ ká wà hard working, both the husband and the father. The third and the most gracious one for me is that when I want to have my first baby, ọmọ mi Ìdẹ̀ra, àwọn àti ọkọ wọn, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Alhaja Wakilat àti Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá Amusa. Àfi bí ẹni pé wọ́n ti mọ̀ wípé ìtókù wa máa jí síra wọn. Wọ́n dúró ní Aiyepe hospital. Wọ́n wá mú mi nílé. Wọ́n mú mi dé Aiyepe hospital. Wọ́n wá dúró síbẹ̀ títí. Dókítà ń sọ pé bíríṣì ní ìbúrúpalẹ. Wọ́n gbogbo ọ̀nà tó bá máa gbà ó máa gbin lábíyè ni. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Mo bí ọmọ náà lé wọn lọ́wọ́ níjọ́ náà lọ. Ọmọ náà ní Ìdẹ̀ra. Ṣé wá rí kí n tó bí mi ilé ọmọ yẹn 20 great years. Allahu Akbar rẹ̀ bá gbé tí tóbi fólúwa. Wá sí ọmọ yẹn ni èmi kan ò ní sí lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ ọkọ mi lẹ́yìn. Ọlọ́run ló mọ ibi tí ìrìn àjò mi ìbá ti dé. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ kí n wà retain sílé Alhaji Ṣàkírù Olúṣẹ́gun Òsèlú bàbá Kàbẹ̀. So mo bá bàbá wa yọ̀
wọ́n yìí máa rí great new things and great grandchildren. Àwọn àti ìyàwó wọn ẹ̀mí wọn á túbọ̀ kù nínú ọlá àtàlàáfíà. Thank you so much.
Ẹ ṣe ẹ kú òwò. Báyìí máa pe ìkan lára àwọn ọmọ iléèwé FeelWell. Let me invite one of my brothers that is doing very well. So, Alhaji Lukman Idris. You have so many things to say to me. Are we? I'm no more.
Sure. My own goodwill message, all our corporates, many people. We need attention, FeelWell. Alhaji sir, we are taking it down memory lane. Exactly 40 years ago. Èmi àti àwọn olùdíjò, a máa ń plan this school ní time Iléyá. So this particular night, FeelWell lọ kí Adinni wọlé lálẹ́. Wọ́n wá ní àwọn ọmọ yín dà, wọ́n àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n gbà lọ. Kí wọ́n wá ní pé àwọn akẹ́ẹ̀tì wá sí ní alẹ́. They went all over the town. Wọ́n lọ wọ everywhere until tí wọ́n débi tí Adinni disco. Èmi, Lobito, Táyọ̀ Olúròmbí, Kẹ́hìndé Olúròmbí, Lẹ́kàn Olúròmbí, Bàṣẹ́má plan àwọn disco yẹn nìyẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ wọ party wa. Wọ́n ní ẹ pa music yẹn. Meanwhile, èmi ń DJ. Mo ti dáńtọ́ bẹ̀. Nígbà tí màá rí FeelWell, nígbà gbẹ̀bẹ̀ olórí fẹ́ǹsì. Gbẹ̀yìn wọ́n ní wa mú èmi àti Lobito, wọ́n mú wa délé. Ìpè ṣé ìkọ́tà yẹn ṣe ń nì tí ẹ lọ ń paná ọ̀dọ́ àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ. Within a week bí a ṣe dé inú FeelWell nìyẹn o. Bí a ṣe dé ní FeelWell nìyẹn pé lọ́lé mọ́ ibi tí a máa gbèrè because ń gbọ́dọ̀. And alhamdulillah kò ń ṣe ìwé nìkan ni a kọ́ ní FeelWell. My own project for hard labour started from here. Ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ FeelWell farms tí a bá wà ní vacation gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin tí a jẹ́ teenagers we have to go and work at the farm. By age 15 until on driving compulsorily because wọ́n máa gbọ́dọ̀ lọ iṣẹ́. Before you know it, àwa àti driver àtúbà máa kó fíìmù Ijebu on weekly basis. Before you know it, èmi àti ash glow à ń kó ẹyin lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Nana ní pé àwọn yìí máa kéré olúgbogbo owó tẹ́ tó rán wọ́n sẹ́yìn tí wàá ní pé bí wọ́n máa lọ ọlọ́wọ́ aṣọ wọn. Ní kọ́sọ́mà o, a máa pass sandbox, àdẹ́ẹ̀ta ogun ẹyin, àdẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ wálé. So already at my business, we ṣeré, àdẹ́ẹ̀ṣiṣẹ́ ní farm. So it's a complete education. Nígbà tí màá dé ní òyìnbó, kò sí iṣẹ́ náà tí mi ò lè ṣe because why I've had that training from FeelWell. And adẹ́dúgbọ́ lọ́wọ́ náà. Mo wá testify pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ṣítù tí a gba FeelWell kọjá wàláì gbogbo wa ní aṣọ lórí. Wàláì. So it's a thing of joy. Because you pass through somewhere and you achieve so much from it. Baba wa, ẹgbẹ́ fún wọn sà. Ọlọ́run. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹni bí ká lọ́dún sí àti àwọn ìṣẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀sán láì mọ̀ lẹ́yìn ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ alhamdu lillahi.
Ẹjọ́ ìṣẹ́jú kan péré dẹ̀ ni o, èrò pọ̀ nílẹ̀ ẹjọ́.
Pẹ̀lú aláṣọ ní ìtẹ́lẹ̀. Mo bá bàbá wa dúpẹ́, wọ́n ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé, ọlọ́run aṣàlùkù àlàáfíà wọn. Èmi dẹ̀ wò yìí, àwọn tó ń bọ̀ mí, àwọn dádì wa tó ń bọ̀ mí,
sì ń gbé ní nọ́mbà 9 Ìṣọ̀lá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Nígbà tẹ́mi sọ́dọ̀ wọn wà nínú olùdíje wálé Amusa. Ẹni mo tó ṣe pẹ́ tó mo wá kúrò ní 1990. So mi ò dá kọjá rí o ṣùgbọ́n mo wà educated kí mo pé àwọn ọmọ tó rán ní school gan ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ òmùwé tó nítorí pé mo gbé ní FeelWell àjọpọ̀ wá sí FeelWell lọ́kẹ́lẹ́ àlefa mi láyé tó ká sí wá sí FeelWell. Wọ́n kọ́ mi bá ṣe ń tọ́jú ọmọ nígbà tí mo márì sí àjòjì fún mi kí o ṣe ẹni tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa bá ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ó yẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn lẹ́nu ṣùgbọ́n nítorí tí mo gbé wọ́n tẹ̀lé mi lọ sí Ìlọrin ní 1990 wọ́n lọ ṣèyàwó fún mi. Gbogbo wọn dìde lèlé Alhaji dájú àwọn ìyá Ibrahim àti Nani Alhaji àti Jíwálá yìí gbogbo àjọṣe kékeré mi.
Samuel Alarobika, and lastly, let me invite, okay, Elebeth, ìṣẹ́jú kan ní sàrẹ́ ìjọsà. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ sọ̀sọ̀. Okay, ẹjọ́sà, time to know.
I don't want to say a little bit about Alhaji. I started when he was very young. When he was very, very young, we were living together. His first car at that time was Volkswagen WBA 845. I drove that car before I started know how to drive. Mo lọ sí Kókọ́tà pẹ̀lú ọmọ ní bẹ́ẹ̀lì. Alhaji was not around. By the time he came back for the tour, I had to face the poking whiskey in the front, so who did? Until he go up and said, "Sino Daddy." By the time he tell me that Sino want to watch Daddy, I was nervous because whiskey was there before. So the best thing I do, I have to run out of the house. There's Alhaji morning Fadaru. On a doctor, in Peru, when he sold the first wagon, it was in UTC, he had an Opel LT 3162. I drove that car so many years, straight before the back of me. Then I started to get married. But my first driving license in 1971, Alhaji gave me £5 at the City Hall to get the driving license. Now tell me how can I forget it? Because it's a very social man. The best record well. I don't say now, is to sue other Thank you very much.
Ẹ bá mi fún bàtà mi látẹ̀wọ́, ẹ ṣe lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ sà. Engineer Kọ́dísà. Okay. Àwọn sẹ́nétọ̀.
Ẹ sọ mí nà wọ́n ká ẹ̀. Ẹ sọ mí. Ìṣẹ́jú kan ni o. Ní ìṣẹ́jú kan yẹn táwọn ti ń lọ sọ. Lórí ìṣẹ́jú kan yẹn. Ẹ sọ ní ilé ìṣẹ́jú kan yẹn. Ẹ̀jẹ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀kú ìjókòó. Engineer Arọlá Pọ̀lù ni ó fẹ́ sọ nípa brother. On behalf of myself and my family, I rejoice with an academic role model, a patron of Aiyepe, a visionary, a frank and incorruptible leader, work of and that is Alhaji tradition. Tabari èyí tí ẹgbẹ́ doubt lórí àwọn adjective tí mo fi qualify ẹ̀yẹ mo lè ṣe explanation lórí ẹ̀. A brilliant graduate of agriculture from University of Ibadan. He did not see himself as an angry agriculturalist despite attractive emolument from UTC. He ventured into poultry farming at a youthful age in his early 30s. Despite there was no sponsorship of woman assistance. He established FeelWell Farms, one of the biggest poultry farms there in Ogun State. His ventures encourage the youth, most of whom are agriculture graduates from universities and polytechnics, who ventured into poultry farming with a little as 500 heads. Ijebu Aiyepe has the largest concentration of poultry farmers in Ogun State today, with Olusoga Amusa family having the highest number of poultry farmers who also have other professional qualifications from a single family. Olusoga Amusa was the financial secretary of Aiyepe Community Development Association for so many years. He was the general secretary of Aiyepe Muslim community for many years. He also served on the board of the governing board of Ogun State Polytechnic. His benevolence includes scholarship awards to indigent students of Aiyepe. He remains a relevant contact on any issue concerning Aiyepe community till date. My family sincerely wishes you a happy birthday and prosperous years ahead in good health. Allahumma amin. Thank you all.
MC.
Ọba nínú mẹ́ta, àlàáfíà owó pẹ̀lẹ́ mọ́mọ́ lòún ní. Má fi kan ọba nínú mẹ́ta, má fi kan ọba nínú mẹ́ta.
Thank you, DJ. And lastly, from the goodwill message, let me invite the chairman of Aiyepe Muslim community, Alhaji Barrister Aiyepe, to round up the goodwill message. Okay, I will give you Barrister, because you are the chairman, I will give you 3 minutes.
Well, I stand on existing protocol. Obviously, thank you for being here, still being here with us. Thank you very much. You were in Lagos too for like 5-6 hours because of my son's wedding. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. And our regards to Abdani Ijebu for his support to the entire Aiyepe community. Alhaji Tijani Olusoga Amusa. Wọ́n ti sọ nípa ẹbí púpọ̀ wọ́n ṣe bí ìyá, wọ́n ṣe ti bàbá, wọ́n ṣe ilé àná, wọ́n ṣe ẹgbẹ́, wọ́n ṣe business, ìlú ní ọ̀rẹ́ mention díẹ̀. Of course, gbogbo alamọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe fàájì dáadáa kékeré, but some years later, Ọlọ́run gba ayé wọn, just like the Christians will say, ó gba kíní kan sáyé wọn, Ọlọ́run bá wa jẹ́ kí ẹ̀sìn kó rọ̀ wọ́n lọ́rùn, wọ́n wá padà lọ lé kéwú. Wọ́n dọ̀ mọ́ lé kéwú Shehu ní Òwòrò Ṣòkí. Bàbá ló wòrò. So láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti wá ń jẹ àǹfààní wọn. Àwọn náà mú àfáwàdíù náà mú wọ̀lú Aiyepe. Wọ́n dá lé kéwú rẹ̀ sí lómi rí. Lóòótọ́ àwọn ọmọ àfáà ni wọ́n. Ṣùgbọ́n lóhùn lẹ́ má tètè gbọ̀nà àfáà yẹn lọ rárá. Kíní kan ṣọ̀gásọ̀gá lá máa ń gbọ́. Ọkọ̀ kíní kan là ń gbọ́. Mi ò sọ. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn gbà yẹn, àwọn Alhaji Nuru Ládégọbí, àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ bàbá tó lé ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀, àwọn tó ń lo sígà, tó ń mu àwọn tí ńlá lágbà yẹn, ibi ò tí mọ̀ wọ́n gbogbo gbà yẹn. Aiyepe light. Àwọn light. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ń tèrè ọ̀rọ̀ Aiyepe tí máa mọ̀ wọ́n, orí struggle ni mo ti mọ̀ wọ́n. Níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn-ún, wọ́n yàn máa ń kọ́ láyé pé ìmáàmù yẹn gbogbo àgbẹ̀ gbogbo mọ̀ kéwù, àgbẹ̀gbà pé kò fún kàwé àti gbàgbé kò tọ́ sí. So, mi ò dárúkọ. Ṣé ìdárúkọ? So, àwọn tó jẹ́ lídà wá gbà yẹn, wọ́n máa mú wa wá sílé Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá, àwọn Alhaji ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀, Síkírù ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀, àwọn ìmọ̀dàrúkọ tán, àwọn Alhaji ìlú lọ àríjọ gbogbo ọbẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n wá ní Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá gọ́ngọ́, àwọn ni leader of the opposition sí ìmọ̀lá àṣẹjọ́ náà lọ. Abá ní àkíkí ìdílẹ́yìn ìmáàmù yẹn jọ náà. níṣẹ́ ní garagara ń kàn dé láti Ìjẹ̀bú Òde ní bàbá òdálẹ́ bá pè láti Ṣọ̀gá pé Ṣọ̀gá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ má kì í jímọ̀ ní Aiyepe olókòló ní gbogbo abẹ́lọ kí mò mí lọ́rọ̀ kan bẹ́ẹ̀ pa rebellion yẹn mọ́ wa lẹ́nu nìyẹn àṣé ojú ọ̀nà tó dáa ní mo tọ̀ ọjọ́ náà lẹ́tà ìjọmọ̀ tún pín sí méjì àwọn elite àwọn tá a kàwé díẹ̀ ká jẹ kánú díẹ̀ ká dẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa ṣẹ̀sìn àtúpadà sọ́dọ̀ Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá àwọn náà tún lead wa ń jọ́nà lọ́hùn ká tún ṣàtúnṣe. Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá wá di iná member of the caucus àwọn bíi mẹ́ta mẹ́rin pé àwọn náà ràn láì pé Muslim community ìjọ náà Alhaji Ládéjọbí Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá bàbá wa Jùnọ́dù Bàṣírù ọlọ́wọ́ foríjì wọ́n àti Alhaji Ṣọ̀gbọ́núgà àti Alhaji Ṣíjì tọ́wọ́ ti pè wọ́n báyìí ọ̀pẹ́sẹ̀ gbọ́mọ̀rì Alhaji Bàṣírù pọ́pẹ̀lú ìyàwó wọn ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó wọ́n ṣàrán ọ̀nà èmi náà tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí bàbá dẹ̀ kú Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá mú wá bá pẹ̀ ìlẹ̀ bá jẹ chairman mo sì kọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́tí tẹ̀lé bàbá àṣé mọ̀ ń tọ́ra mi ni àṣà wọn fúnra wọn kọ́ wọ́n kọ́ how to get the best for the particular assignment ká má fà á kù ṣá èmi sá lọ sí wúrà mo sá lọ fún wọn wípé wọn lọ yàn kí tó dé gbàgbọ́ mi dé láti wúrà wọn tí yàn so àwa ṣe meeting àṣà Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá ti ṣe meeting lẹ́yìn mi kíkẹ́ ìlú kékeré yìí ní máa jẹ chairman Muslim community lọ́rọ̀ kan ṣá alọ́dà síbò wọ́n fi ṣe chairman àṣàṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ struggle ni lastly about the struggle but I met a man 6-7 years ago gbogbo bita lọ padà Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá Amusa àti bàbá wa Bàṣírù Jìnàdù gbogbo ẹ̀fátà nọ́mbà wa náà ẹ̀jẹ̀ àṣẹ kúrò aláàkọ́kọ́ Alhaji Bàṣírù Jìnàdù Bismillahirrahmanirrahim Olúwa Allahu Ahad Allahu Samadu lámì lílo làmì yúládì ọ̀làmì ẹ̀kúnlá fọ́nàdù látòrí Alhaji Bàṣírù gbogbo bàbá wa tó ti kú látòrí bàbá tiwọn Alhaji wa Amusa àléfà tí bá sórí àbúrò wọn ìyàwó Mẹ̀múnàt tí bá sórí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìyá wọn dẹ́fudélẹ̀ dẹ́fudélẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀lọ́ ọlọ́mọ àforíjì wọn gbogbo àwọn tó ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn náà àwọn ló design mosque yẹn bàbá Ṣọlá Alhaji wa Kamali Hamzat Kamaldeen Hamzat ọlọ́mọ àforíjì wọn láti ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ti parí sí gbogbo àwọn generation wọn tó ti kú bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́mọ àforíjì wọn kó bá fún wọn sáré jẹ́ náà. On this note màá fi kọ́kọ́ parí ọ̀rọ̀ Alhaji Ṣọ̀gá láti my TTPC is still concerned about the progress of Aiyepe through ACDA, about the progress of Aiyepe through Aiyepe Muslim community and through so many other avenues. Ọlọ́run bá kó bá gbọ́ kó bá fi ọlá tí ọlà kó bá fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Ọlọ́run bá kó bá ṣàlékún àlàáfíà fún wọn. Gbogbo ọmọ tó bá ṣe ìpátá wọn ò lè rí ṣe tó bá ti pé ìyá wa Alhaja Wakilat wọ́n wà lẹ́yìn wọn Àṣàbí Hamzat àwọn méjèèjì Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ yọ̀ ṣubú títẹ̀ gàdé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ yọ̀ ṣubú níbi iwájú lọ́lọ́run máa lọ onílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́rọ̀ bíkà rọ́bìlì sátẹ̀wọ́ àṣírí àṣàlá sẹ́ni aláàrọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ Mustapha àdúgbò gidigidi lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti fún wọn ní good message báyìí máa pe Dr. Mrs. Bolanle Amusa láti wá ṣe vote of thanks then we round up Dr. Mrs. Bolanle Amusa vote of thanks DJ be getting prepared.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Ṣọ̀gá Amusa Hamzat family of Ijebu Aiyepe, I want to sincerely thank, firstly, Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for making this program a success. I wish to express our sincere appreciation to Your Royal Majesty, sir, Ori of Aiyepe, Akalako of Aiyepe, and Dolowu of Aiyepe. Adepe Lorisa, Ibata Pelese. Thank you for coming. I will not forget to say a big thank you to the entire Aiyepe Muslim community, AMC, for being there always. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. You have always been there for our dad and grandpa, and we appreciate you once again. Our gratitude also goes to all friends and associates, customers of all subsidiary farms under FeelWell farms. You know, our daddy is the chairman, you know, the global chairman of FeelWell farms. We have so many farms under him. So FeelWell is a conglomerate. The subsidiaries are Healthy Farms, Super Yoke Farms, and so on and so forth. We have them plenty. All of us are farmers. So we want to say a big thank you to our customers for patronizing us always. We thank you for your presence. We thank you for your gifts and your prayers. And that utmost prayer that Almighty Allah will grant you a safe journey back to your various destinations. Adelebare, Arinokore, Akoyaibi. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Adúmọ̀dé báyìí bàbá wa kábíyèsí aláìlúwà ọba òbírí Aiyepe wọn náà fẹ́ wá bá bàbá wa ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí wọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ bá ọ̀yà fọ́tò ẹjọ́ fọ́tògráfà àti members of government members and please find them there. Photographers please. Personal photograph first, then with the FeelWell conglomerate. All the subsidiaries of FeelWell conglomerate to get ready. Oh yeah, oh, go back to FeelWell subsidiaries. Thank you. If you don't want to photo, be on the about it. And I remember the AMC power on your photo. Members of AMC are done. Members of AMC Expo. However, I hear strong of our Lord in your photo. Yes, sir. We want to appreciate God for this wonderful day. That wonderful day is over our actually to get to the Polytechnic Capital. The register of the Polytechnic was just a couple of moments ago. Anyone from now, the deputy director and the director will be all the HODs, all the directors, they are highly recognized and welcome. All the directors, all the HODs. From Ijebu to Polytechnic Capital, we recognize your presence. We appreciate you for coming. Lágbára náà kọ́ inú lágbára wa ṣe o. Yóò bọ́ gbogbo kékeré fáyìlì. Àwọn bàbá wa lájà àti yíyọ. Sẹ́ni wọn lánàá ní ìgbà wọ́n ní abá ní ìgbà wọn náà wà sábà. Àti gbogbo kékeré fáyìlì. Yóò lè di ẹ̀kọ́ ní owó àkókò ìjẹun. Òkúyàwó ti máa ń tẹ̀lé lórí ọkọ̀ mi. I want to welcome you. DJ, over to you. I think the black music.